It is March 11th, 2023, and in today's video, we need to discuss the brand new eShop sale that is live right now that you can hop into and check out various different discounts, some of which are tied to the ongoing Mario Day sale, other of which are a couple different unique publisher sales. And while there are some repeat titles on this list, I still think there's some games worth at least paying attention to. And I want to share my personal recommendations on which games that are discounted right now on the current eShop sale might be worth adding into your Nintendo Switch library right now. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today. Make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. As mentioned, guys, today we are hopping through the latest eShop sales and deals page over on the Nintendo website. You guys will have a link to this in the description down below if you don't want to boot up your Switch and go through the eShop that way to look at all of the various discounts. And to start off the list, we do have that big Happy Mario Day celebration with apparently wave 1 of multiple waves to come for discounted Mario games. This is running from March 10th to March 23rd, and obviously with the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie, Nintendo is trying to do a lot in terms of marketing and promotion with all things Mario, not to mention they just always go out of their way to do something on Mario Day. Otherwise, March 10th, MAR10, looks like Mario, so that's now officially Mario Day. And that is where we will start off our list and actually make my strongest recommendation maybe, and that is to look into Mario Party Superstars at the $39.99 retail price. This is by far and away my favorite modern day Mario Party experience. I was not such a fan of Super Mario Party when it came out on the Switch, and even Mario Party 10 on the Wii U, and many of the Mario Party 7 through 9 on the Wii. I found myself kind of falling out of love with the series. I really preferred the back to the basics approach that Mario Party Superstars follows, and you have all of the traditional throwback games. I'm actually hopeful that they keep to the same style with the traditional button controls and exactly what you would expect from a Mario Party game, but maybe give us some brand new mini games instead of them all being fan favorites from the old generation of Mario Party games. But I do think that this is a masterpiece through and through, and while Nintendo will never go too low on their discounts, $39.99 is still not a bad value on that particular title. You then have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is technically a Wii U game that's being sold once again on the Switch. It's been out for a long time. I think we could go longer than 40 bucks, but if that's not in your collection today, that's arguably one of my favorite 2D platformers of all time. Donkey Kong Country games, I still think peaked in the SNES era, and Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 will quite honestly probably go down as some of my favorite 2D platformers ever, period, like the very top of the list. But I do think that Tropical Freeze does a good job modernizing that formula and packs a surprising punch in the difficulty department. You will die many times in this game if you do choose to try to complete it, and so it's another one worth considering if it's not already in your collection today. Yoshi's Crafted World. I've never been super into the Yoshi games over the years, other than Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, and quite a bit of Yoshi Story on the N64 for me as well. But if you've played any of the Yoshi focused Mario games before, you kind of know what to expect with this one. The graphics and presentation do look beautiful, and the best part is with this particular game, there is a demo available, so you can actually download that demo, make sure you're into it before you choose to purchase it. There are a few different options for Luigis Mansion 3, which is another masterpiece of a Switch game, especially if you like puzzle, horror, progression, but really just a great time in terms of figuring out how to progress through all the stages and make it to the end. There is a multiplayer pack that's available as an add-on, and I would recommend doing that because it is a ton of fun to sit down and go through the game together with a friend or significant other. It's definitely a great addition to any Switch collection, so don't sleep on Luigi's Mansion 3 if you haven't played it yet. $39.99 for the base discount, or you can do the multiplayer bundle pack with the game for $46.98, or if you own the game and you just want to pick up the multiplayer mode, well, at that point you're spending $6.99 on that. Moving right along, we do have that big advertised bundle that we talked about. This actually leaked out ahead of Nintendo's official announcement, but it's essentially a choose one Mario themed Nintendo bundle. It's the standard edition Nintendo Switch console. I really wish that Nintendo would start doing promotions around the OLED model, and honestly, when it's a big promotion and sale, I would love to see them discount it by 50 bucks and give us an OLED at 300, even if it's only for a very short stretch of time. but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening anytime soon, as all of their most recent sales have been booked around the base model Switch. They're probably trying to offload as many of those as possible, as we may see something like next gen hardware bleed into the conversation in the next year or two, and you might have the OLED model kind of be what is sold towards the end of the Switch's life cycle as potentially the only SKU available with a price cut, if we do ever see Nintendo ultimately do that. But this is a pretty straightforward bundle. You get to choose between Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, New Super Mario Bros. U, or Super Mario Odyssey when you purchase the console. It is a digital download voucher. You also get some stickers for the movie, and you get red Mario themed icons, or Joy-Cons rather. And then it's one of those things, I wish they did more for the movie merchandise, but that bundle's available right now at a $300 retail price. So if you don't own a Switch and you want the base model, it is a better value than just buying it full retail. Now we then have Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, a discount on this basically hardware that you get with it, because you're actually buying a physical Mario Kart, and then you're having that AR type experience where you're able to race through your living room, set up tracks however you want, and see the first person perspective of the kart that you purchase. It's normally $99 and it's on sale for $59.99 right now, so that might be worth looking into. I definitely have considered buying this myself in previous Black Friday sales and have yet to pick it up, so 40% off, it's almost half price, not a bad discount there. We then have a Warner Brothers sale that is ongoing right now. This one's been around for a little bit longer, starting on February 27th, but it's save up to 85% on select WB titles. You had the big one for me, the one that I can't recommend enough, is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I had a ton of fun picking up and playing through this game. It's only $17.99 right now, and I bought it at a full $60 price and was happy with the amount of content that you go through in this game, and I really think it's a masterfully done Lego Star Wars adventure. If you want to play through all 9 movies, that's the way to do it, with the Lego humor all included, and I'm glad to see it at such a steep 70% off discount. I think probably the lowest price we've seen that game sold at so far. Now you'll have a lot of repeat offenders from here. Mortal Kombat 11 is almost always on sale, so while 80% off seems like a great deal, it's also like always around that $10 to $15 to $20 price, and it's typically not sold for more than that. You then have numerous other Lego games that we won't really deep dive. As I mentioned, this one's been on sale for quite a while, or been existing on the eShop for quite a while. Next up, we do have another brand new sale, which is the Capcom Publisher Sale. And what's interesting about this particular one is that if you're doing any last minute shopping for your 3DS or Wii U library of games, it doesn't have Wii U ones, but it does have a number of different 3DS titles. So do your own research on if you're wanting to pick up for those systems right now. You only have until the end of the month, and then no more digital purchases can be made, so be aware of that. Monster Hunter Generations is one that's at the top of the list for the 3DS and 2DS, and you have it at 92% off, $299. Like, a lot of these are crazy steep discounts. So again, warning for 3DS eShop shoppers out there, it's about to end, and then you also have some great deals going on right at the tail end of the support for the store. You have Mega Man Legacy Collection, another quick shout out for that. That's all of the Mega Man 1 through 6 on the 3DS and 2DS at $299, 80% off right now. That's a great collection to have on there. But then from there, we will go back to more Nintendo Switch focused titles, where you have Capcom Fighting Collection, a relatively recent addition to the Switch, and you have it at $19.99 or 50% off. You also have a Capcom Fighting bundle of some sort. You have Mega Man 0 and ZX Legacy Collection. That's a good one to look into at $50 or 50% off right now, $14.99. And then you have Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition coming in at 50% off for $9.99. Mega Man 11, that one certainly packs a punch in the difficulty department. It was a ton of fun. Love the art style and direction. It's classic Mega Man, but brought back with modern visuals, and I hope they keep going with that. Although I'm really advocating for Mega Man X to get some kind of big return, and I hope that's where we're headed with a future Mega Man installment with that more updated visual style. But Mega Man 11 at $9.99 is personally one that I would heavily consider adding into my Switch collection, as you really want to have that game playable in portable form. It is just one of those perfect fits for the Switch. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is something that you can pick up on the Switch at $11.99 right now, so Monster Hunter fans, pay attention to that. That's 70% off its regular retail. The Monster Hunter Rise Plus Sunbreak is going for $39.99 right now on this sale, so you get the full DLC and the full game. That's a big deal, and honestly, 100+ hours of gameplay easy, if not way more than that, depending on how far you want to go into it. I'll let you guys read through some of the rest of the discounts on screen. Resident Evil 4, quick shout out. half price right now, $9.99. We have the remake right around the corner on the other consoles, but the Switch will stick with the OG version, and you can still pick that up at 50% off or $9.99. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is coming in at $11.99 right now. That may be worth looking into for Street Fighter fans. Spring sale is the last sale that we will go through today, and it's from Ubisoft. And while a lot of the games from Ubisoft typically do go on sale, there's still some decent discounts. Now, you have until March 20th to pick up any of these that we'll be talking about here, and you have your expected titles like Just Dance that does come out every single year. It is 50% off, $29.99 right now. All the different Assassin's Creed games have been on sale numerous times in previous videos, so we won't walk through them individually, but you can kind of see that if you're a fan of Ubisoft style games, it's a lot of different ones that are discounted for this period of time until the 20th. Immortals Phoenix Rising is one that I would definitely recommend people to look into. It's just a lot of fun. $11.99 for the base game or $19.99 for the gold edition. And then Child of Light, 75% off at $4.99 right now. That's one of the better prices that we ever see for that particular title. You have some more party style games, some more casual, you know, if you have friends over, you boot them up type stuff. Rayman Legends, an old classic, $9.99, 75% off. And then you have some of the South Park games on here, Starlink, a few other ones, Uno that we get game trial for on NSO because that's what they feel like giving us sometimes, and then Wheel of Fortune. You can play Wheel of Fortune on your Switch for $7.99. That's the long and short of this sale. Now, there's various different ones. Like I said, if there's any ones that you guys saw on screen that you want to know more detail about, click the link in the description. It'll take you straight to this webpage where you can see everything that's discounted in the eShop. And I want to hear from you guys at this point in the video, whether or not you're planning on picking up any of the latest round of discounts and building out your Switch collection more, or if this is kind of a dud of a sale for you. And I believe we kind of know what to expect from the rest of the Mario Day waves, which is in a previous video with the Mario leak news. So if you want to go look into that on the channel, there are some extra Mario games that are not a part of wave 1 that will most likely get discounted in future waves. So regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around this topic. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, which is on screen right now. Also make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.